Tasmanian football has a long and rich history. Aussie rules in our state is more than sport. It's a living, breathing tradition filled with the sounds of big hits, passionate fans and local heroes. From the early days, our community clubs, players and teams have risen to form a legacy that is second to none. The state of the game has had significant change over the years, with some clubs being lost along the way and ever-evolving leagues. But what has lasted is our love for the game. It has never wavered, and the future looks bright. While clubs and leagues have risen and fallen, the game has always endured. Footy in Tasmania is different in 2025 as we build towards our own club in the AFL. Our competition is reliant on strong clubs, strong teams, and even stronger communities.
Work hard, working their legs. Get their legs working.
Whilst some heroes may no longer pull on the colours, the history, the tradition and the jumper remains. Powerful, tangible and real. With a proud and storied history as our foundation, the Southern Football League is looking toward the future. This year, we come together to celebrate the spirit of competition, camaraderie, community and history that makes Tasmanian football so special. From the iconic North Hobart Oval, to the toughness of the valleys, to the never say die attitude of our coastal towns, a sense of belonging runs deep in each of our great clubs. Whether it be cheering on your team with an ice cold frothy, smashing down a steaming hot pie, or knocking down a salve with too much sauce, we are together by circumstance, but united by the love of the game. The 2025 Southern Football League season will not be defined by wins or losses, but by friendship, rivalry, atmosphere, and unforgettable moments we are yet to experience. Whether you are at Brighton, Clarence, Glenorchy, Kingborough, Lauderdale or North Hobart in our Premier League, or Claremont, Cygnet, Dodgers Ferry, Hobart, Huonville, Lindisfarne, New Norfolk or Sorell in our Community League, find a club, find a game and belong to something special. Season 2025 is going to be massive. Now you're flying with the Hobart Airport SFL. All right, well, it's time for the SFL Awards night here at Wrest Point. Let's go and find it. Where are you going? Come back. Hey. Who are you tipping for the Cara Brook medal or the best player in the Community League?
Abby Jones from the Port. Hopefully Maya Lamprey or Molly Ford.
Well, they're right here next to you. That might be one of the hottest tips of the night. What about Smed?
Smedley, yeah, she's always up there with a good opportunity to win all the awards.
wins the LA Ottaway medal for the best player in the Premier League this year?
Perry King.
I reckon Perry King. Closely followed by Gel.
Angelica Clark?
Yeah, Angelica.
I reckon it's a toss-up between Maddie Lamb and Angelica Clark Tubes.
There would have to be a couple at North Hobart, so Grace White, Angelica Clark would be up there.
I reckon Abby Jones from Signet.
A little smoky there. Here he is, he loves a bit of me time. Tubes, who wins the William Leitch medal? Well, Tubes, I'm not entirely sure.
Josh Green, I reckon.
I'd love to see Nathan James win it. I'm not sure if we've won enough games or not.
Sam Siggins, Andrew Phillips, Bryce Walsh.
Kieran Lovell, I'll go with. I'll have a guess. I'll change it up, yeah.
I can't go past our big red-headed bloke, Flit. He's had a pretty solid year all round.
Who wins the Hodgman medal for the best player in the Community League?
I think Joey Doreen and Jacob Lister both had pretty good years. So
Jack Preshaw.
Locked?
Yeah, I think so. He's had the best year, I reckon, out of anyone.
Maybe Joey. Yeah.
Joey who?
Joey Doreen.
It was hard work out here. We're going to get these people into the room. Let's start the count. Oh, that was strong. Yeah, it was water. Hello and welcome to season 2025 of the Hobart Airport SFL Premier League and Community League Awards Night. My name is Tubes Taylor. It's a pleasure to have your company, and from wherever you're watching via the live stream, good evening to you. We've had some winners already this evening. We've had the Lipscomb medal go to Sunil Welling from the Huonville Lions. The best and fairest for the under-18 girls went to Kennedy Williams and from Clarence and Imogen Verdow from Kingborough. They had a tie. Well done to George Triffett from North Hobart, who won the under-18 boys best and fairest medal. We had the best and fairest for the Community League, the Johnston medalist at the Huonville Lions. That went to Damon Crouch, and from the George Watt medalist, that was Jacob Finlay from Glenorchy in our Premier League. Let's have a round of applause for all of our winners so far. Tonight is all about celebrating the individual achievements of the 2025 season of the Hobart Airport SFL. Tonight, though, we recognise the Community Award of the Bibby Shield. This is the Club Championship Award. Now, you may have seen the Bibby Shield getting around. It is being retired. I'd like to ask the President of the Hobart Airport SFL, David O'Byrne, forward to present the Bibby Shield, which is a club championship across all grades. And this year's winner of the Bibby Shield goes to the Signet Football Club. So the Bibby Shield, as we said, is the Club Championship Award. It'll be accepted by Dave O'Neill, the President of the Signet Football Club. And you may have, as I said, you may have seen the big Bibby Shield. That is being retired this year. It's getting too big, too heavy, and there's not enough room for all of our winners, but it will be held with prestige in the AFL Tas coffers. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Bibby Shield goes to the Signet Football Club. It's now time to announce the Premier League Club Champion Award, and this year, in 2025, it goes to the Clarence Football Club. This is the first time it's been awarded, of course, for our Hobart Airport SFL Premier League. And Nat from the Clarence Football Club, the president there, is going to accept the award on behalf of the Clarence Football Club. Congratulations. I think, round of applause, please. I think this is a testament to what it is to be a community club to win the award, which is, as we said, across the under-18s, the women's, the reserves and the senior men's competition. So another round of applause for our club championship winners. I'd like to invite Erin Shivers, Christine Carr and Richard Robinson forward to present the best and fairest medals for the Community League and Premier League in our representative series. As Erin, Christine and Richard come forward to present those medals, this year was a sensational effort by all of those involved. I feel like this was the first year that we've had real buy-in in our Community League and Premier League rep series, so congratulations to all of those that were participating in that program. The Sandra Eaton Medal for the best player in the SFL Community League rep football from the Claremont Football Club goes to Nat Curtis. Nat, one of the hard heads from Claremont, doing an amazing job this season and is looking forward to playing in a grand final. Congratulations, Nat. Nat, would you like to come forward and say a few words? No, I know you don't want to, but we're going to. Nat, obviously rep footy, what does that mean to you?
That's pretty special, especially to get it at the community league level as well. I think it's something that a lot of people strive for, so it was pretty special to have it this year.
Some of you may not recognise Nat without the helmet on. She plays in the helmet.
Thanks.
your season so far, how would you describe it?
It's been a great season and like a really team effort. So you couldn't ask for anything better leading into a grand final, but still just got the weekend to go.
Well, all the best and congratulations, Sandy Eaton medal. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And the Sandy Eaton medal for the SFL Premier League Best SFL Rep Footballer was from the Kingborough Tigers Football Club, Perry King. Perry's probably one of the first picked every week at the Kingborough Tigers and was certainly up there to be picked as one of the best players in the Sandy Eaton medal for this rep series. She's a tackle machine and we just love watching her play football. She's an absolute star and well deserving of the Sandy Eaton medal for the best player in the SFL Premier League rep series. Come on, Pez, I know you don't like the microphone, but we'll get you up the front. What does rep footy mean to you, Pez?
It means a lot, obviously. It's probably one of my favourite times of the year, getting to play with all the best players from every club, especially the friendships you make along the way. I'm really grateful for all the girls that I met, so yeah.
You obviously played with Tasmania this year. What does the thought of playing VFL footy perhaps next year look like?
Yeah, look, it means a lot to me. Obviously, I was in Melbourne there for a bit, got a bit homesick. So probably didn't get the best out of my football career over there, but if I was down here surrounded by the girls, obviously with the state team, it would mean the world. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Pez, congratulations, the Sandy Eaton medalist for season 2025. Well done.
Awesome, thank you.
Next up, we have the SFL Community League medal for the best player in rep footy, and that goes to two-time William Leitch medalist, Lindisfarne Football Club's Sheldon Smith. Sheldon will take a bit of time to get up to the front of the room because he's right at the back, close to the bar, as per his request. A sensational season by Sheldon, and obviously winning a William Leitch medal in the last 2 years is an amazing achievement. He's flashy, he's fast, and as we heard from Ed Stanley earlier in the night, loves to bomb them from 60. Take your time, Sheldon, by all means. Feel free to stop and say hello to everyone in your way up. Hey, mate. Good. There he is, the the Community League winner of the best SFL player in rep footy. No, come on, mate. No, I know you don't like it, but we're doing it. Why do you like playing rep footy, Sheldon?
Because you get to play the blokes that you hate on the weekend, normally, and you get to go to Lonnie and verse the best of the best.
Well, mate, another great season for you. Congratulations and well done. That's all I needed. Sheldon Smith there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's got to get his photo. Fair enough. Next up, we've got the Premier League medal for the best SFL player in the Premier League for rep footy. And this bloke told me that unless he won something, he wasn't coming because he didn't want to pay the money for his meal. It goes to Lauderdale's Bryce Walsh. Bryce has had a sensational season, as fit as I've seen him in the number of years that he's played at Lauderdale. A very loyal man to the Lauderdale Bombers and loves playing with his mates. And I'm looking forward to asking him a few questions about playing rep footy. The best player in the SFL rep side for season 2025 from the Premier League is Bryce Walsh. Coming over, Bryce, obviously playing against the Northern Tasmania Football League and the North West Football League and the Northern Tasmania Football Association. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was good to obviously, play against those teams now that we're in our region. So I think we had a bit of a point to prove that the South's the best comp in the league. In the state, sorry, and that was what we sort of ran by, and we showed it.
What do you like about rep footy?
Well, any time that you can play against the best on best, I'm always for it, and I'll put my hand up for it. So the challenge of it, and obviously getting to play with everyone from all the other clubs is super. So I love it.
Grand final in a couple of weeks. How are you feeling about that?
Pretty excited. We'll have a week off this week, which will be great after a tough game on the weekend, and we'll work hard on the track and really embrace the build-up to it, and hopefully we can take the step for a lot of boys that have sort of been on the other end of it.
Well, congratulations, mate. It makes it worth the money to come in today. Well done. Cheers. Thanks very much to Erin, Christine and Richard. Let's move on for our Community League Senior Women's Best and Fairest, the Cara Brook Medal. I'd like to ask Cara Brook forward to present the medal. As we take a look at the leaderboard after round 8, Nat Smedley out in front on 18 votes, followed by New Norfolk's Zoe Crawford. Nat Smedley out of 8 rounds with a 5-time best on ground. That's an incredible effort. Abby Jones from the Port making out the top 3, with Brooke Miller and Hayley Kluger from Hutchins and the Port making out the top 5. Let's move on then as we count the votes from round 9 in the Community League. University versus the Huonville Lions. 1 vote, L. Jenkins, University. 2, M. Lamprell, Huonville Lions. 3, S. Cordwell, Huonville Lions. Claremont versus Port. 1, K. Macaulay, Claremont. 2, J. Triffett, Claremont. 3, K. Smith, Claremont. Lindisfarne versus Hutchins. 1, A. Allenby, Hutchins. 2, S. Bottrell James, Hutchins. 3, B. Miller, Hutchins. Dodgers Ferry versus Sorrel. 1, T. Clark, Sorrel. 2, O. Hudson, Sorrel. 3, H. Johnston, Sorrel. St Virgil's versus New Norfolk. 1, E. Hendricks, New Norfolk. 2, S. Farrow, New Norfolk. 3, Z. Crawford, New Norfolk. We'll take a look at the leaderboard. Nat Smedley out in front on 18 votes, closely followed by Zoe Crawford on 17 votes. Round 10. University versus Hutchins. 1, D. Murphy, Hutchins. 2, M. Giles, Hutchins. 3, B. Miller, Hutchins. St Virgil's versus Claremont. 1, R. Davey, Claremont. 2, N. Curtis, Claremont. 3, K. Macaulay, Claremont. Dodgers Ferry versus Huonville Lions. 1, B. Scott, Dodgers Ferry. 2, M. Lamprell, Huonville Lions. 3, R. Pacey, Dodgers Ferry. Lindisfarne versus Sorrel. 1, T. Hudson, Lindisfarne. 2, G. Lee, Lindisfarne. 3, H. Johnson, Sorrel. Port Women versus New Norfolk. 1, A. Jones, Port. Well deserving. 2, S. Fox, Port. 3, Z. Crawford, New Norfolk. Here's the leaderboard after round 10. Zoe Crawford out on 20 points. Round 11. Huonville Lions versus Hutchins. 1, M. Middleton Miller Hutchins. 2, A. Allenby Hutchins. 3, B. Miller Hutchins. Sorrel versus Port. 1, G. Jones Port. 2, O. Hudson Sorrel. 3, H. Johnson Sorrel. Lindisfarne versus New Norfolk. 1, T. Ford New Norfolk. 2, T. Honey Lindisfarne. 3, Z. Crawford New Norfolk. St Virgil's versus Dodgers Ferry. 1, Z. Woolley St Virgil's. 2, P. Terry St Virgil's. 3, A. Lister St Virgil's. University versus Claremont. Claremont won by forfeit. Round 12. There's round 11 leaderboard, but we'll move on. Round 12. University versus Sorrel. O. Hudson, Sorrel, 1. 2, M. Lack, University. 3, C. Burns, Sorrel. St Virgil's versus Huonville Lions. 1, E. Groves, Huonville Lions. 2, M. Ford, Huonville Lions. 3, G. Banks, St Virgil's. Dodgers Ferry versus Hutchins. 1, M. Garrett, Hutchins. 2, G. Parnham, Hutchins. 3, M. Crosby, Hutchins. Port Women versus Lindisfarne. 1, H. Kluger, Port. 2, T. Clifford, Port. 3, A. Jones, Port. Claremont versus New Norfolk. 1, S. Farrow, New Norfolk. 2, K. Macaulay, Claremont. 3, N. Smedley, Claremont. There's the leaderboard after round 12. Zoe Crawford and Nat Smedley, followed by Brooke Miller on 18 votes. Heidi Johnson rounding out the top 4 on 18. Round 13. St Virgil's versus Lindisfarne. 1, M. Cronley, St Virgil's. 2, G. Banks, St Virgil's. 3, T. Honey, Lindisfarne. Hutchins versus Sorrel. 1, O. Hudson, Sorrel. 2, D. Murphy, Hutchins. 3, M. Middleton Miller, Hutchins. Port Women versus Dodgers Ferry. 1, B. Mears, Dodgers Ferry. 2, A. Stanway, Port. 3, A. Jones, Port. Huonville Lions versus Claremont. 1, K. Smith, Claremont. 2, K. Macaulay, Claremont. 3, N. Curtis, Claremont. New Norfolk versus University. 1, M. Raffay, University. 2, S. Skelly, New Norfolk. 3, T. Ford, New Norfolk. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after round 13. Round 14. Port versus St Virgil's. 1, H. Kluger, Port. 2, A. Sharp, Port. 3, I. Colson, Port. Huonville versus Sorrel. Huonville Lions versus Sorrel. 1, M. Monk, Sorrel. 2, M. Lamprell, Huonville Lions. 3, O. Hudson, Sorrel. Lindisfarne versus University. 1, T. Wiggins, Lindisfarne. 2, A. Lord, University. Yes. 3, S. Griffin, University. Claremont versus Hutchins. 1, S. Bottrell James, Hutchins. 2, T. Corrie, Claremont. 3, N. Curtis, Claremont. Dodgers Ferry versus New Norfolk. 1, H. Scott, Dodgers Ferry. 2, Z. Crawford, New Norfolk. 3, E. Hendricks, New Norfolk. Take a look at the leaderboard after round 14 rather. Zoe Crawford out by 4 votes. Round 15, University versus Dodgers Ferry. 1, Kay Parsons, Dodgers Ferry. 2, Kay Miller, University. 3, S Walker, Dodgers Ferry. Claremont versus Lindisfarne. 1, A Saunders, Claremont. 2, N Daniels, Claremont. 3, N Smedley, Claremont. New Norfolk versus Sorrel. 1, Z Crawford, New Norfolk. 2, O Hudson, Sorrel. 3, S Farrow, New Norfolk. Hutchins versus St Virgil's. 1, S Bottrell James, Hutchins. 2, G Parnham, Hutchins. 3, D Murphy, Hutchins. Port versus Huonville Lions. 1, M Ford, Huonville Lions. 2, A Sharp, Port. 3, A Jones, Port. The leaderboard after round 15, very tight at the top. It's the final round, round 16. Hutchins versus Dodgers Ferry. 1, J Clark, Dodgers Ferry. 2, G Parnham, Hutchins. 3, B Miller, Hutchins. Huonville Lions versus Lindisfarne. 1, T Honey, Lindisfarne. 2, M Lamprell, Huonville Lions. 3, C Henley, Lindisfarne. University versus St Virgil's. 1, G Banks, St Virgil's. 2, H Barringer, University. 3, M Raffay, University. Sorrel versus Claremont. 1, O Hudson, Sorrel. 2, N Daniels, Claremont. 3, K Macaulay, Claremont. New Norfolk versus Port. 1, S Thompson, New Norfolk. 2, O Harris, New Norfolk. 3, Z Crawford, New Norfolk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cara Brook medalist for season 2025 is Zoe Crawford from the New Norfolk Football Club. A fantastic season by one of the veterans of the SFLW, and I know I don't say that in jest, but she's done an amazing job coaching the New Norfolk Eagles with a very young group, taking them all the way to a preliminary final, but is the 2025 Cara Brook medalist. Congratulations, Zoe. Congratulations, Zoe. You are genuinely one of the great people of our competition, and I know you're really passionate about footy here in the south of the state. What does it mean to you to win the Cara Brook medal for season 2025?
It's actually pretty ridiculous, really. I play against some of the greatest footballers, so to win this is actually a little bit mind-blowing, something that I really, really didn't expect to come here and do, to be honest.
Let's talk about this season. What have been your challenges?
Coaching. Something in 12 years of football that I never had any aspirations to do, to be honest, but I've loved it. The girls that I have in my team don't make it coaching. Like, I run the drills at training and I make sure we have enough players on a Saturday, but other than that, like, I have such fantastic girls and such fantastic support behind me that, yeah, it makes it quite enjoyable.
You really are one of the great people of our competition, Zoe. I love talking to you about football. I've loved watching the way that you've evolved as not just a coach but as a player as well. You really are a leader on the field. So what have you got to say to some of the players that you've got in your group at the New Norfolk Eagles? Because I think you've got some building blocks for a really successful team.
Yeah, definitely. We have some unbelievable girls. And I say it quite often that some of the girls that I play with this year are some of the most underrated footballers. And I say this to you at most press conferences that I do most weeks. Like a Sophie Farrow, who's 24 years old, and like she just goes about her business week in, week out, like an absolute leader, head over the footy all the time. Sidonie Skelly, like I think she might be 21, 22, like plays anywhere. I obviously, get the great privilege of playing with the legend of Tiana Ford week in, week out, and but all across the board, we've got young girls like Ellie Henricks and Amber Rainbird. Sophie McNeil has stepped up and come in leaps and bounds this year and put it to, I think in our competition we have some of the great women's ruckmans, and she takes it up to them at 18 years old. So I just love it.
When you look at that leader list there, you've got Smedley coming in second, Brooke Miller from Hutchins, who's going to be a star, Abby Jones, who just keeps on keeping on, Olivia Hudson, who's one of the more underrated players. And you could go through that list. What do you think about when you see yourself atop that list of players?
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Like you said, like some of those girls, and I've actually had the privilege of playing with a lot of those girls, and like I said, great footballers, great leaders, like a Curdo and Smeds out on the field. Kylie McCauley, to me, is just one of the smartest footballers. Being a midfielder, trying to read her taps is so tricky because she's just got such good craft. And the young girls coming through, obviously we played Hutchins on the weekend, and just seeing a different brand of football to what obviously I started playing football with. It's really exciting, and I just hope that it keeps building and going all the right places.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
I have so many people to thank, obviously. Like the New Norfolk Football Club, they've just gotten behind me this year. Sophie is my captain, week in, week out. She just, like I said, supports me. I obviously have to thank Josh. The support, with both of us coaching this year, it's been massive stress on our family. We've got obviously Arch, who's 4 and pretty full on. So having that support, and my mum and dad as well, who from the very moment that I started playing sport, they've been behind me 100%. And yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Cara Brook medalist is Zoe Crawford. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let's take a look at the leaderboards there. So the Claremont Magpies, who are obviously playing in the grand final, amazing effort. Signet, plenty to look forward to the future there as well. Same with the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, a very young group and crippled by injuries this year, did a great job. Hutchins, I think, and the Huonville Lions there. I've skipped the page, that's fine. There are the Hutchins Lionesses there. I think the future is very strong at Hutchins, some great players. Lindisfarne as well, just building nicely as a community club. And New Norfolk with a top there, Zoe Crawford, doing a fantastic job for the season. And into St Virgil's there, again in a rebuild stage for them. A fantastic effort to continue to put a team on the field. And Olivia Hudson and Heidi Johnson, 2 of the stars of the competition. Amazing effort to get that far. And there's University there. Again, a great spread of votes across a team that played finals this year. So sensational. A round of applause for all of our Cara Brook pollsters. We'll move on to the Community League Senior Best and Fairest, the Hodgman Medal. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after round 8. Jack Preshaw out in front. Sheldon Smith, the 2-time winner. Connor McGee, one of the young stars of the competition, and some veterans there after that with Ed Burrows, Cheng and Dylan Fife on 8 votes. Sensational effort for Jack to have 4 best on fields in only the 8 rounds. Let's get into it for round number 9. Round number 9, Huonville Lions versus Signet. 1, Jay Preshaw, Huonville Lions. 2, G. O'Neill, Signet. 3, C. Johns, Huonville Lions. Dodgers Ferry versus Sorrel. 1, K. Phillips, Dodgers Ferry. 2, J. Gridley, Dodgers Ferry. 3, M. Young, Dodgers Ferry. Claremont versus Lindisfarne. 1, J. Holmes, Claremont. 2, R. Edmondson, Lindisfarne. 3, E. Stanley, Lindisfarne. Hobart versus New Norfolk. 1, J. Butler, Hobart. 2, N. Mead, Hobart. 3, L. Blair, Hobart. Round number 10. Huonville Lions versus Hobart. 1, N. Mead, Hobart. 2, R. Ward, Huonville Lions. 3, T. Barnett, Huonville Lions. Claremont versus Dodgers Ferry. 1, M. Young, Dodgers Ferry. 2, C. McGee, Dodgers Ferry. 3, B. Joseph, Dodgers Ferry. Lindisfarne versus Sorrel. 1 E Stanley Lindisfarne, 2 D Fife Lindisfarne, 3 B Daniels Sorrel. Cygnet versus New Norfolk, 1 J Doreen Cygnet, 2 L Griggs Cygnet, 3 W Polly Cygnet. Jack Preshaw still out in front on 15 votes. Round 11. Round 11. Sorrel versus Cygnet. 1 J Gordon Cygnet, 2 H Watt Cygnet, 3 J Zeitzen Cygnet. That's how you say it. Lindisfarne versus Huonville Lions. 1 Tej Westbury Lindisfarne, 2 A Sharp Lindisfarne, 3 S Smith Lindisfarne. Hobart versus Dodgers Ferry. 1 S Russell Dodgers Ferry, 2 M Young Dodgers Ferry, 3 K Phillips Dodgers Ferry. New Norfolk versus Claremont. 1 Jake Bierman New Norfolk, 2 R Thomason New Norfolk, 3 J Daly New Norfolk. Round 12, Claremont versus Hobart. 1 J Graham Claremont, 2 L Blair Hobart, 3 J Sansom Hobart. New Norfolk versus Sorrel. 1 Jai Bierman New Norfolk, 2 H Byers Sorrel, 3 J Smith Sorrel. Dodgers Ferry versus Huonville Lions. 1 B Joseph Dodgers Ferry, 2 J Preshaw Huonville Lions, 3 M Young Dodgers Ferry. Cygnet versus Lindisfarne. 1 Tej Westbury Lindisfarne, 2 J Doreen Cygnet, 3 E Cohen Cygnet. I'll ask the President of the SFL, David O'Byrne, to come up to present the medal. Round 13. Cygnet versus Dodgers Ferry. 1 E Cohen Cygnet, 2 W Polly Cygnet, 3 L Watt Cygnet. Hobart versus Sorrel. 1 N Mead Hobart, 2 B Kingston Sorrel, 3 M Anderton Sorrel. Lindisfarne versus New Norfolk. 1 D Blaisley Lindisfarne, 2 Tej Westbury Lindisfarne, 3 S Smith Lindisfarne. Huonville Lions versus Claremont. 1 R Douglas Huonville Lions, 2 M Paul Huonville Lions, 3 J Preshaw Huonville Lions. Round 14. Sorrel versus Huonville Lions. 1 R Douglas Huonville Lions, 2 J Preshaw Huonville Lions, 3 M Paul Huonville Lions. Dodgers Ferry versus New Norfolk. 1 R Wakefield New Norfolk, 2 J Gridley Dodgers Ferry, 3 B Joseph Dodgers Ferry. Lindisfarne versus Hobart. 1 J Roberts Lindisfarne, 2 D Fife Lindisfarne, 3 S Smith Lindisfarne. Claremont versus Cygnet. 1 E Cohen Cygnet, 2 J Gordon Cygnet, 3 W Polly Cygnet. Round 15. Cygnet versus Huonville Lions. 1 J Lister Cygnet, 2 R Bradburn Cygnet, 3 E Cohen Cygnet. Dodgers Ferry versus Sorrel. 1 J Booth Dodgers Ferry, that is Jamie Booth, 2 B Daniels Sorrel, 3 K Phillips Dodgers Ferry. Claremont versus Lindisfarne. 1 Blair Wood Claremont, 2 E Stanley Lindisfarne, 3 D Johns Lindisfarne. It's quite funny. What round are we up to? Round 15. Cygnet... No, I just did that one. I'm still on round 15. New Norfolk versus Hobart. 1 J Farrow New Norfolk, 2 Z Griggs Hobart, 3 H Van Crennan Hobart. Final round. Hobart versus Dodgers Ferry. 1 Enmead Hobart, 2 W Broomhall Dodgers Ferry, 3 K Phillips Dodgers Ferry. Sorrel versus Claremont, 1 J Perkins Sorrel, 2 B Daniels Sorrel, 3 H Byers Sorrel. New Norfolk versus Cygnet, 1 H Watt Cygnet, 2 L Griggs Cygnet, 3 E Cohen Cygnet. Huonville Lions versus Lindisfarne. How good? 1 D Fife Lindisfarne, 2 B Blake Lindisfarne. Huonville Lions. Thank you. Apologies, Molly Ford. 3 votes. M. Paul, Huonville Lions. The Hodgman medalist for season 2025 on 22 votes is Jack Preshaw. Thank you, mate. Jack's first season at the Huonville Lions, announced as captain in the pre-season. An incredible season, rounded out as the 2025 Hodgman medalist. Congratulations, Jack Preshaw from the Huonville Lions. Coming over, Jack. Mate, a sensational season. How does it feel in your first season to take home the Hodgman medal for the Huonville Lions?
Yeah, I mean, it's humbling. It's one of those things I'll look back on and be pretty proud of. But yeah, I was pretty lucky probably towards the end that Sheldon didn't poll, and I was unrecognisable in that Claremont game, and they managed to give me 3 votes because I was pretty muddy. But something to look back on and be very proud of. But obviously we've got a big game this weekend, and I'd trade this in any day of the week for a granny medal along with all my mates. So yeah.
Let's talk about getting into that grand final against the traditional foe in the Huon Valley. We've got a battle of the Huon in all 3 grades. What's the feeling been like around the footy club this week?
Yeah, it's been massive. There's certainly a buzz, especially given all three of us are into the big dance. There's certainly a buzz around the club, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. Obviously came down to the club this year, and I've felt at home from the second I walked into the club, and I've got some great mates down there now, and very proud to call them all family. So it's very exciting this week, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk about the season and the players that you play with. You're playing some good footy at the moment. What do you put that down to? Well coached. I mean, Cow's put in a pretty good system along with Mick and a lot of other great leaders that are very invested in what we're trying to do, and it's obviously very exciting. We've got some great players, some super talent like obviously Mick and Mitch, and who are very handy to have up forward, and Blakey and Ed, who are also here tonight, who have pretty impressive work rates and are super talent as well. So across all the board, it's a pretty dangerous team, and I'm pretty lucky to be in the fold of it all and can watch it all happen throughout the year, and we're sort of growing together, which has been very exciting, and hopefully we can showcase it all on Saturday. Is there anyone you'd like to thank? I'll thank the club. Obviously I came in this year and didn't really have much of an expectation, but it certainly exceeded with how welcoming everyone's been, like Todd and Ange and Mick and Cow and Ed obviously as well. Like all you guys have been super. Brad as well. Like I've become very close mates with him, and there's just so many at the club that I won't be able to thank now, but I'm sure I will in due course. But I'd like to thank the club in general to how welcoming they've been with me, and Let's talk lastly about this list of players that you sit atop of. How does it feel when you look down there? You've got a dual William Leitch medalist from previous seasons in Sheldon Smith there. You've got Elijah Cohen from Cygnet, Will Polly, some very good players across the Community League. What do you say what do you think about when you see your name on top of those players? They're handy. I look at it and I look at it as a little bit of luck as well that my name's at the top of it. But obviously you look down the list and I've played a fair bit of footy in underage with Sheldon and a bit of state league against a few of the other fellas. So obviously I'm very humble to be up here. But on their day they're all very, very super talents, and I'm pretty grateful to be able to go out on the field most weeks and play a couple of them at a time. So. They're all super players and, very handy.
Jack, congratulations, the Hodgman medalist for season 2025, and all the best this weekend.
Thanks, Tubes.
There he goes. So we'll take a look through the club leaderboards there, and Claremont obviously in a rebuild, but great to see some young players up there as well. Signet doing very well. Elijah Cohen had a season obviously ineligible through to an indiscretion. Same with Brad Joseph from the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. Hobart did an amazing job this year and really look very strong as we approach season 2026. Hillville Lions, Jack obviously winning the Hodgman medal this year, and he's clearly dominated there. Same with Sheldon Smith, doing a great job for the Two Blues with 20 votes. An amazing effort for a back-to-back winner in previous seasons. New Norfolk, again in a rebuild, but great to see some names up there that we're all familiar with. And same thing for Sorrel. It's great to see the competition really evening out across our community league. It's now time to start the count for the best and fairest of the LA Ottaway medal for season 2025. As we have a look at the leaderboard after round 8, Maddie Lamb sits out on top on 9 votes with Heidi Preshaw. On 8, Bree Barwick doing a great job, and Gemma Webster with Rachel Archer, Jacinta Limbrick, Luca Murgatroyd, Angelica Clark and Grace White all on 5 votes. Round number 9, Glenorchy versus North Hobart. Excuse me. 1, E. Bingham, North Hobart. 2, E. Mifsud, North Hobart. 3, M. Lamb, North Hobart. Clarence versus Kingborough. P. Odwogo, Kingborough. 2, P. King, Kingborough. 3, G. Bailey, Kingborough. Lauderdale had the bye. Round number 10, North Hobart versus Lauderdale. 1, E. Bingham, North Hobart. 2, G. White, North Hobart. 3, A. Clark, North Hobart. Kingborough versus Glenorchy. 1, M. Lang, Kingborough. 2, M. Mitchell, Kingborough. 3, A. Sakina, Kingborough. Clarence had the bye. Round 11, North Hobart versus Kingborough. 1, A. Sakina, Kingborough. 2, H. Baldwin, Kingborough. 3, A. Clark, North Hobart. Lauderdale versus Clarence. 1, M. Clark, Clarence. 2, A. Edmund, Clarence. 3, B. Oates, Clarence. Round 12, Lauderdale versus Kingborough. 1, A. Bumford, Kingborough. 2, P. King, Kingborough. 3, G. Bailey, Kingborough. Clarence versus Glenorchy. 1, B. Barwick, Glenorchy. 2, B. Oates, Clarence. 3, E. Wagner, Clarence. North Hobart had the bye. Round 13, Kingborough versus Clarence. 1, J. Webster, Clarence. 2, P. King, Kingborough. 3, A. Sakina, Kingborough. North Hobart versus Glenorchy. 1, G. White, North Hobart. 2, M. Lamb, North Hobart. 3, A. Clark, North Hobart. Lauderdale had the bye. Round 14, Lauderdale versus North Hobart. 1, J. Wushner, Lauderdale. 2, E. McGuinness, North Hobart. 3, M. Lamb, North Hobart. Glenorchy versus Kingborough. 1, B. Barwick, Glenorchy. 2, L. Beck, Kingborough. 3, P. Odwogo, Kingborough. I'd like to ask President David O'Byrne. He's still behind me, apparently. Round 15, North Hobart versus Clarence. There he goes. 1, G. White, North Hobart. 2, A. Reid, Clarence. 3, M. Anderson, Clarence. Lauderdale versus Glenorchy. 1, S. Holika, Glenorchy. 2, J. Owen, Glenorchy. 3, M. Bowen, Lauderdale. Round 16, Glenorchy versus Kingborough. 1, E. Zilke, Glenorchy. 2, M. Mitchell, Kingborough. 3, J. Lockley, Kingborough. Clarence, Lauderdale and North Hobart all had the bye. Round 17, Clarence versus Lauderdale. 1, M. Anderson, Clarence. 2, P. Bowring, Lauderdale. 3, A. Reid, Clarence. Kingborough versus North Hobart. 1, S. Smith, North Hobart. 2, M. Lang, Kingborough. 3, A. Clark, North Hobart. Glenorchy had the bye. Round 18, final round. Clarence versus Glenorchy. 1, H. Preshaw, Clarence. 2, L. Beck, Kingborough. 3, M. Lang, Kingborough. I've gone the other way. H. Preshaw, M. Anderton and A. Reid. Apologies. Kingborough versus Lauderdale. 1, I. Verdale, Kingborough. 2, L. Beck, Kingborough. 3, M. Lang, Kingborough. North Hobart had the bye, meaning our LA Ottaway medalists from North Hobart Football Club are Maddie Lamb and Angelica Clark. Two absolute stars of the Premier League competition, but a very even count across the board. Congratulations, Maddie. Angelica can't be here tonight, sadly. She's at work, had work commitments, but I'm sure she's watching the live stream on her phone. So Maddie will accept the award on behalf of Jelly. Come on over, Maddie. Congratulations.
Thank
An
you.
amazing season that you've strung together. How does it feel to win the award with one of your great mates, Angelica Clark?
Yeah, it's a privilege to even be held at Jelly's level because she's a star, obviously, and she probably helped me get a few votes from all the handball receives she gives me. But yeah, it's really nice to be up here with Jelly if she was here.
Tell us about your season, Maddie.
Yeah, it was a really good season. We've still got another important game this weekend, but I think we're coming at the right time. So.
Yeah, you'll play Clarence this week in a prelim final. What would it mean for you to make your way into another grand final? You've won 3 in a row. This will be your four-peat at North Hobart. What would that mean to beat Clarence this week and face off against Kingborough in a grand final?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I think we're all just focusing on one game at a time, so we're focusing on Clarence this week. Hopefully we can get the win and get a chance to play against Kingborough again.
I'll ask the same question that I asked the other winners. When you look at this list of players there with Ava Reid from Clarence, Agnes Sakina, Heidi Preshaw, and then it goes down. Matilda Lang's obviously a star of the competition. Your great mate Grace White from North Hobart. What does it mean when you look at that list and see yourself on top with your great friend Angelica Clark?
Yeah, there's a lot of young names up there. It just shows that there's a lot of young stars coming through and the program's really good. That these girls are going to get to play at the top level, and then obviously there's the Bree Barwicks and the Perry Kings, obviously are great to play against and always set me a challenge.
And just lastly, before you say your thank yous, the VFLW team that was announced last week, how do you feel about that? Is that something that you aspire to be?
Yeah, I'm stoked. I think all the girls are feeling pretty similar. To have that opportunity at home is really special for everyone.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Just my team and Jim for stepping in to coach. Couldn't do it without all the girls. We've been together for a few years now, so yeah, that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your LA Ottaway medalists for season 2025, Maddie Lamb and of course Angelica Clark from the North Hobart Football Club. So we take a look through the leaderboards for the Women's Premier League. Ava Reid on top there for Clarence, Bree Barwick for Glenorchy. The Tigers had a really nice spread of vote getters across the board and they are into the grand final. Moving on to Lauderdale, some stars in that team as well, getting a lot of votes across the board. And there you are with our 2 LA Ottaway medalists sitting on top of the North Hobart Demons leaderboard there. Angelica Clark and Maddie Lamb, congratulations, well done. Another round of applause for our LA Ottaway medalists. It's now time to take a look at the Premier League Senior Men Best and Fairest count. It is the William Leitch medal. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after round 8. Bryce Walsh out in front after 8 rounds with 3 best on grounds, closely followed by Josh Green, Oscar Paprotny from Clarence, Andrew Phillips from Lauderdale, obviously ineligible, with Tom Rees and Reece Sutton making up the top 5 there. Sam Siggins all the way back on 6 votes with Kieran Lovell. Nathan James from North Hobart had a sensational season also. Let's take a look at round number 9. Round 9, Brighton versus Clarence. 1, O Paprotny, Clarence. 2, T Hanslow, Clarence. 3, B Norton, Clarence. North Hobart versus Lauderdale. 1, P Bellchambers, Lauderdale. 2, F Hooker, Lauderdale. 3, S Siggins, Lauderdale. Kingborough versus Glenorchy. 1, T Carter, Kingborough. 2, B Alomes, Glenorchy. 3, L Godomsky, Kingborough. Round 10. Glenorchy versus Brighton. 1, L Nicholson, Glenorchy. 2, D Gardner, Brighton. 3, B Alomes, Glenorchy. Lauderdale versus Clarence. 1, C Hooker, Lauderdale. 2, J Breen, Clarence. 3, J Dolliver, Lauderdale. North Hobart versus Kingborough. 1, L Clifford, Kingborough. 2, S Caswell, North Hobart. 3, N James, North Hobart. Round 11. Brighton versus North Hobart. 1, C Kilpatrick, North Hobart. 2, J Tremaine, Brighton. 3, S Caswell, North Hobart. Clarence versus Glenorchy. 1, J Breen, Clarence. 2, O Paprotny, Clarence. 3, B Norton, Clarence. Lauderdale versus Kingborough. 1, R Sutton, Lauderdale. 2, A Phillips, Lauderdale. 3, S Siggins, Lauderdale. Round 12. Kingborough versus Clarence. 1, B Norton, Clarence. 2, L Clifford, Kingborough. 3, K Lovell, Kingborough. North Hobart versus Glenorchy. 1, T Reeves, North Hobart. 2, H Gunther, Glenorchy. 3, N Janes, North Hobart. Brighton versus Lauderdale. 1, B Hayden, Brighton. 2, F Hooker, Lauderdale. 3, P Bellchambers, Lauderdale. Round 13. Clarence versus Brighton. 1, O Preshaw, Clarence. 2, J Millwood, Clarence. 3, J Green, Clarence. Lauderdale versus North Hobart. 1, T Ratcliffe, Lauderdale. 2, F Hooker, Lauderdale. 3, S Siggins, Lauderdale. Glenorchy versus Kingborough. 1, P Harnwell, Kingborough. 2, M McInnes, Glenorchy. 2, B Smith, Glenorchy. Round 14. Lauderdale versus Glenorchy. 1, A Phillips, Lauderdale. 2, N Shaw, Lauderdale. 3, J Dolliver, Lauderdale. Brighton versus Kingborough. 1, D Gardner, Brighton. 2, P Harnwell, Kingborough. 3, K Lovell, Kingborough. North Hobart versus Clarence. 1, S Caswell, North Hobart. 2, M Mapley, Clarence. 3, O Paprotny, Clarence. Kingborough versus North Hobart. 1, P Harnwell, Kingborough. 2, N. Salzburger, North Hobart. 3, T. McInnes, North Hobart. Clarence versus Lauderdale. 1, J. Glover, Clarence. 2, R. Sutton, Lauderdale. 3, A. Phillips, Lauderdale. Glenorchy versus Brighton. 1, B. Smith, Glenorchy. 2, M. Gulliver, Glenorchy. 3, J. Arnold, Glenorchy. I'd like to ask David O'Byrne forward to present the William Leitch medal. It's round 16, the final round. It's very tight at the top. Brighton versus North Hobart. M. Fulsang, North Hobart, 1 vote. 2, B. Walker, North Hobart. 3, C. Kilpatrick, North Hobart. Clarence versus Glenorchy. 1, T. Hanslow, Clarence. 2, O. Proprotny, Clarence. I'm not sure why the light is flashing like this on me. It's weird. 3, J. Green, Clarence. Kingborough versus Lauderdale. 1, M. Rainbird, Lauderdale. 2, S. Siggins, Lauderdale. 3, A. Phillips, Lauderdale. 2025 William Leitch medalists are Josh Green from the Clarence Football Club and Sam Siggins from the Lauderdale Football Club. It seems only fair that these two champions of our sport are deserving medalists that win this together, playing for the state and for their clubs all year in a lot of football. Congratulations to Sam Siggins and Josh Green. Well done, boys. It's a long way for David. We'll get some individual photos first, fellas, and then we'll get you together if that's okay. Get one with him as well. What's that? You can get one. Sam, if you'd like to come over while Josh gets his photograph with David there. Well, mate, a sensational season, and it comes as no surprise that the two champions of our game and our league here have won this medal together. You talked a little bit about that competitive nature that you've got in you, beating him for the Super Boot Award, the Hudson medal there. What does this mean to you?
Yeah, it obviously means a lot. It's obviously really special to be able to win this award. To be honest, I didn't think I was a chance tonight. Obviously, this year playing a role up forward, but I've really enjoyed the change of role. To be honest, I didn't really expect it, but to be able to come here with Greenie, it's pretty special. Me and Greenie have had the opportunity this year to play state footy together, and we have a bit of a laugh on the field together when we're up forward, and we speak about how much we love to play with each other and how much we enjoy, and we sort of link really well on the forward line. So I love the way Greenie goes about it, and the way he's got himself extremely fit. He's certainly dominated the competition, and we saw that firsthand on the weekend, and I'm honoured to be up here with Green, to be honest.
When you think about this season, as much footy as you've played, Sam, how have you balanced that with your home life and your work life?
It's been it's tough at times, and I obviously owe a lot of that to my wife, Maddie, and obviously we've got two little girls, Ayla and Gia, and Maddie always laughs about not being at any. Obviously been lucky enough to win a few other awards, and she hasn't been to any of them, to be honest. So she's probably sitting at home watching the live stream. It means a lot. She sacrifices a lot. To be able to, I guess, train and prepare as much as I possibly do. I still feel like I look after my body really well and prepare as best I can, and I can't do that without her, to be honest. And having two young girls at home is a bit of a handful, and I wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest.
When you look at the leaderboard there, we've obviously talked about Josh Green, but Oscar Paprotny and Andy Phillips and Kieran Lovell rounding out that top 5 with Bryce Walsh, one of your great mates at your footy club. What do you think about when you see how tight that was at the top?
Yeah, it's obviously extremely tight, and obviously Flipper has had a dominant year, and if you look at those other guys, Paprotny's had an amazing year, and we saw firsthand how good he goes about it on the weekend. And Kieran Lovell's another one for me. Like, to be honest, with my Arsenal inches, he probably could have won at least 2 of those, and I think he deserves an award like that because he's obviously a gun, and I consider him as probably the best and one of the best in the state. And he's probably been unlucky not to be up here winning one of these awards. And obviously Bryce, obviously a teammate and a good mate of mine. We started our footy together, and to see him have such a great year is really special. And you're nothing better than being able to top it off. My group of mates and the club I grew up at in 2 weeks' time to win a premiership.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, obviously I just thanked my wife before, but from the footy club point of view, for Andy and the board, you guys are really special to me, and Andy's obviously my boss at work, and he allows a lot of flexibility during work time. So I thank him and Andy and the family and everyone at Leitch Builders. To Dolly, this year's been one of the funnest years I've ever had, and I think a big reason for that is Dolly, and he allows me to go out and play my role and sort of let me do what I want, and I really enjoy that. And to the playing group, it means a lot. Obviously playing forward this year and is a change of role, and I love to be able to, I guess, sacrifice not being around the footy to be able to watch our mids go to work. And from my point of view, I'm just so locked in on trying to win a premiership. It's been a long time. It's been 34 years for our club, and we're locked in and want to win that in 2 weeks.
Well, Sam, congratulations, the William Leitch medal with your great friend at the back here. Josh, we'll get you forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Siggins, thank you very much. Greenie, wow, the second one of these. I remember a couple of years ago you won one of these when you were playing for Lindisfarne. What does it mean to you to win a second William Leitch medal?
It means a lot, and to win it with Sam, so well done to everyone that won an award tonight. And I've watched Sam's career since he was a young tacker, and playing with him this year in the state stuff and the SFL stuff, he kind of inspires me, the way he prepares and looks after himself, and it's no surprise he's up here tonight. And seeing the father he's with his young girls, and so well done, Sam, and hopefully we see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Let's talk about when you won that William Leitch medal. You said that you fell out of love with footy. You've obviously taken a step up from the community league to play at Clarence. How have you found that? Do you still love the game?
Oh yeah, I'm back in love with it, and sort of put a lot more time and effort back into my footy, and probably need to thank Budgie Gapin for getting me back last year for the last year of the TSL. And there's a bit of a change at the club last year. I did think about sort of going back and stepping down last year, but with all the change I wanted to sort of stick around and help out the club, and I thought a bit of experience would help this young group, and I've really enjoyed the year. I've stepped up as an assistant coach, and Fags has been great, and thank you, Fags, for everything you've done for me. I'm sort of on that journey to becoming my own coach, but at the moment I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I just decided to get fit and give it a crack, and it's sort of paid off. It's definitely easier being 13 kilos lighter than I was.
I think I took them for you, mate. You're welcome. Greenie, this season you kicked a few goals in that last game, 9 goals to go in front. We heard today that he was pretty competitive about that. I purposely left you till last so you could have the final word about him nabbing that award from you for the Hudson medal.
I did ask what he had at half-time, and I heard he had 6. So then I sort of just pulled up the boots a bit and came off with about 10 minutes to go because he had it won. So, Sam had a great year, and he deserves that medal for sure.
I'll ask the same question that I asked Sam about the leaderboard. When you look at those names and you see one of your teammates there who misses out by a vote in Oscar Paprotny, what do you think about when you see your name on top of that list with Sam?
Yeah, it's special. It's Flip. Obviously, I played with Flip 12, 13 years ago, and Kieran Love will be in the AFL system. Bryce, grew up with Bryce. It's in Baxter. It's Tom Reeves. It's a very good list, and I got to play with most of those guys in the SFL and state program, and there's no surprise that those guys are there. So well done to all those guys that polled well.
You obviously thanked Fags before.
Yep.
Was there anyone else you'd like to thank?
Yeah, obviously the clubs, so Nat, Lee, the volunteers. Since I've got a bit older, you don't realise how much we need volunteers at the club, so thank you for what you guys do. My fiancée Lucy, she's you probably don't realise the sacrifice she's had to make to look after my beautiful daughter Millie while I'm at training, recovery and playing on Saturdays. We're gone for most of the day, so thank you to you, Lucy. You're a gem. Mum and Dad, obviously, and then thanks lastly to my teammates. Obviously, playing forward, you rely on the ball getting kicked to you and won at the contest, so thanks to you guys, and let's hopefully get a win this weekend.
Josh Green, your 2025 William Leitch medalist with Sam Siggins.
Thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Deserving winners of the 2025 William Leitch medal. As we take a look at the leaderboards for the William Leitch medal, Brighton, amazing effort stepping up into the Premier League this season with Darcy Gardner out in front. The William Leitch medalist by 1 vote over Oscar Paprotny there, Josh Green, followed by Baxter Norton on 11 votes, a sensational effort. Glenorchy, next up, surprised a few people, I think, and played in a final, which is sensational. And the Tigers as well, with the superstar that is Kieran Lovell out on top there. And M. Siggins for Lauderdale, just pipping Andrew Phillips, who was obviously ineligible, with Bryce Walsh still polling votes as a veteran. And the Demons, North Hobart, Nathan James doing a fantastic job rounding out the top of that club. This weekend we've got a couple of finals in the Hobart Airport SFL. We've got the women's game on Saturday as well in the Community League as Hutchins face the juggernaut that is Claremont. And obviously we've got 3 battles of the Huon in the Colts, the reserves and the seniors. We've also got the prelim finals at North Hobart on Saturday. Go out, tell your friends to get along to the footy. This is the best time of the year to be involved at the footy, and I can't wait for it. This year's my 10th SFL Grand Final of commentary, and I'm really looking forward to calling the game on the weekend. I can't wait for it. My name's Tubes. It's been a pleasure to present this SFL Awards evening for season 2025. You can catch me on Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes Monday through Friday on Triple M. Until next time, catch you at the footy. Bye for now.